I decided to get up this morning and go take a little walk in the woods and do some exploring. And I figured y'all might want to come along. Excuse me, sorry about that. Thought y'all might want to come along, so I'll give y'all a few minutes to hop on and we'll tear out. But I'll flip y'all around and let y'all see where I'm at. Hmm. They just cut this road through here. That's the old railroad bed. Hello, Malaysia. How you doing? I'm out here in the woods and I'm actually across from Shelby Iron Works in central Alabama in Shelby County. And it was all mining land back in the mid 1800s and on up until the 20s. Uh, but they're clearing all this off and putting houses there, like 40 acres lots, and they're putting 40 houses in. So do the math on the acreage. But there's a lot of history right here, and I'm only one man. I'm trying to get as much out of the ground as I can and do the research to find where the hot spots is. And after the Civil War, Wilson Raiders came through and burnt Shelby Iron in 1864, and they also burnt all the records and maps and all that stuff. So it's hard to find information on where exact location stuff was. I have a map from 1906, and some of the original buildings was still there and then, but you know, a bunch got burned when the place was raided. So yeah, I noticed right up on top of this hill. I don't know if y'all can see it, and I've walked up there. I've seen there's some bottles up there, probably from the 50s and 60s, maybe 70s too. But I'm wondering what would be about 10 feet down. It's right here next to a creek, but you can see all the bottles. I'll try to get my butt up here without falling. But definitely some 80s stuff, some 80 glass and plastic, you know, some of the old plastic bottles. But people would dump in the same spots for years, you know, so I see an old lid right over there. A porcelain covered lid. So yeah, I would like to see what was about 10 foot deep right here. Yeah, there's an old lid. But yeah, I'm going to try to keep an eye on them because they're doing some dirt work right here. And if I can catch them when they're right here cleaning this off, I might be able to get something out of here. But yeah, I seen that little dump and thought that was cool, so I thought I'd come on live, and I'm going to walk up this little railroad bed a little bit and walk back up towards the lake. There's a lake right beside me. I'll tell you a cool story about that lake when we get over there. You know what? Let's just walk over there, because I can drive that. Cover more ground. But yeah, they're going to clean all this off. But yeah, this lake we're coming up on, story goes that they was digging here for ore, mining ore for iron production. And they would trade shifts and work around the clock, from my understanding. And sometimes the men would just sleep in the back instead of going home and just wake up and relieve their partner. Well, somehow he fell asleep, was taking a break, whatever, but when he woke up, water was coming in the bottom of the machine. The story goes they had just enough time to grab their, you know, their necessaries and jumped out and got to shore. But supposedly there's a crane with its boom straight up in the center of this lake. Sorry, I'm winded, but we'll walk up here and see the lake. It's a beautiful lake. There it is. Good fishing in there too. But yep, the story goes there's a boom straight up in that thing. I know back in the 60s and 70s people would drive their cars off in it and stuff like that for insurance scams. There's been several situations like that where they'd be out here and pull a car out of here. They found a car that was supposedly stolen. There was a concrete structure either there or there at one time. I can remember as a kid, but I can't remember exactly which hill it was on, but it was just like the foundation, but it was poured concrete. And I don't know the dates when they started pouring concrete. I guess that would be a good place to start on dating it. But I know it's on the 1906 map, but like I said, it's hard to find anything before 1906. But a hot Alabama day. Muggy and hot. I hope everybody is doing well out there. I just got over the crud, the Big C. I felt rough. Lasted for me for about 5 days. I felt horrible. But after that, I slowly got back to going. So I've been coming down. Still huffing and puffing just a little. I noticed when I'm out here walking today. Hey Mark, how you doing, brother? I had my hand the way I'm on my phone, and I had my hand holding the phone where I couldn't see the comments. So if I'm not answering y'all, I apologize. I just paid attention to that. Cynthia, hello Cynthia. Maybe I'll start acknowledging people now. I moved my hand. Yeah, but it's a shame that all this is going to be pushed up. But, I mean, what can you do? The guy who, or the company, I guess it's multiple people, but the head honcho over this, I mean, he's an awesome guy. He allows me to come out here and just drag out as much as I can. But, you know what? I've been needing to do this. Maybe we'll walk out there and see if we can do it now. There's a cemetery right here. And some of my family, some braziers. And I think some of the stones goes back to the 1850s. But it's been up in these weeds. And I haven't took the time to get out there to it. But it should be right back there. Ooh, in that swampy mess. We might need to wait until it's dry. What's up, Dan the man? I see you're out there somewhere. Yeah, but right up in there should be a cemetery. And it's always, that's nasty. I'm not going to walk in that. I don't have my snake boots on. I'm kind of weird with snakes. I got a brave heart, but my feet can't take it. If I see a snake with a little bit of distance, not a problem. He can go his way, I can go mine. God forbid me to walk up on him and he surprises me though. I might go on to my reward if that happened. I'd have a heart attack. You know, that cemetery's right up in there. I may have to just boot up one day and go out there because it's way too wet to do it now. I thought it was drier than that out there. I didn't realize it was a swamp. But yeah, I thought I might pull the detector out here in a little bit and do a little swinging around these hills. So much trash out here. I know up on top of this hill there's a little structure up here with a, you still got the remnants of the chimney and the foundation of a old house. And some glass from the 40s and 50s probably. Maybe 60s too. But I'd be digging a lot of holes, but maybe I could pull something cool out of there. It's worth it. Here lately, I used to be a coin man when I metal detected. I loved coins, I loved relics, but there wasn't anything like a coin. And I've been metal detecting about 4 or 5 years now, and it's kind of changed on me. I still love a good coin, don't get me wrong. But man, when you get a cool relic, something you can tie into something, dude, what a feeling. I mean, and I found the other day I found a few pin-fired bullets, and that was just the coolest thing to me, man. I couldn't find a Morgan and been no happier. I mean, it was awesome to find those old pin-fired bullets. Yeah, it was real fun. I've got some videos I need to be putting out. I hadn't had the time to edit everything, and I've been working like 60 plus hours a week, so I've got to take the time and put some videos together and get out there. So I've been finding a few cool things here and there. Absolutely, I love the relics. Look at that old piece of sheet metal. Golly, I wonder what that was off of. Man, I'm a hoarder. That is cool. Could be a good rattlesnake right up under that. I better quit sticking my foot up under it. Here's that old chimney. Craziness. Got a little age to it, I believe. I need to at least get the detector out and go around the corners of this chimney. But like I said, you see all the sheet metal and stuff. But hey, we'll discriminate the best we can and do what we can do with it. It ain't the first piece of iron we dug. But you can see right there is a old floorboard, or the main support, floor joist, I guess I should say. And there's some steps leading in, and that's the front of the house. So this was a nice size little, I mean, it wasn't nothing big, but you know, it wasn't just a little shack either, because it goes on around on over to there. Man, what a shame all the old mantles and stuff is gone. Maybe somebody got them in their house. But I always like to look in between bricks and stuff. I know when I bought the old house place, what I call my old house place, the old mining house, we pulled yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Pulled the front of the fireplace off. I just said it, but anyhow. And I found pictures of my Aunt Goody's father, which was Green Pate. He owned a store here from World War I, and he was in his military uniform, and that was one of the oldest pictures they had of him when he was a real young man. They had like one or two others when he was older, but when he was a young man. So yeah, I found that and some cool political cards from somebody running for mayor or whatever, and from like the, probably the 20s or 30s. It was pretty cool. Yes, that sheet metal is snake heaven. Like I said, I don't deal with snakes that much. I actually hate to say it, I did kill the snake, but it was in somebody's yard, a big old rattlesnake the other day. I killed it in a couple's yard. And her husband run over to my house, screaming and hollering, jumping up and down, said there's a rattlesnake by his porch. I guess he didn't have a gun. And so I went and grabbed my shotgun, went up there and shot it. Which I thought that was kind of crazy, You ain't got to be a gun thumper, but at least have one weapon in your house, in my beliefs. That's my personal opinion. Have something that you can take care of your family with. Yeah, but I think I'll grab up the detector and may do a little swinging right around here. If it cools off, I may run up to the house, grab my snake boots, come back out, and we'll see if we can find that cemetery right there. If everything works out. But let me flip y'all around. I appreciate y'all coming and hanging out for a few minutes. I'm going to get my bearings and look at the maps and see what I can find right here. I may come back on here in an hour or so if I find a cool spot and start finding some cool relics or coins or whatever. I might pop on for a minute and show a few things. But I appreciate y'all coming out and seeing me. Enjoy all the love y'all give me. YouTube channel still growing, even though I hadn't put a video out in a couple of months. But hey, I appreciate all y'all. God bless. Happy hunting. Thank you, Dan. And I'll see y'all on the next hole. Bye.